Welcome to yoga, Tuesday night yoga. My name is Roz. All you're going to need tonight is probably a pillow if you have a pillow, but otherwise really just your mat and enough room for you to spread your arms out on your mat. So when you're ready, take a seat on your mat or on your cushion if you want to sit on a cushion. We're just going to start here for a moment and then we're going to lie down. So hands to the back of your knees, big breath in, roll your shoulders up and let them drop. So deep breath in and let it go. You want to think about releasing your jaw, shoulders dropping down, not trying to hold on anywhere, not trying to pull your belly in. Just let that breath go. Keep going. Breath in and let it go. So we want to let all that tension just drain away. Staying nice and tall, lengthening from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. Keep breathing in your nose and out of your mouth, side out. One more like that. Breath in, filling up, feel your ribs expand. And then we start to breathe in our nose and out of our noses, bringing our hands to our heart center. Keeping your eyes closed. Keep that full breath going. You'll slowly breathe all the way up to the crown of your head. Start to circle or sway side to side in a soothing motion. Getting into a rhythm with your breathing, warming up into your hips. Changing directions if you're making a circle. Keep your eyes closed. This should be soothing. And then we come back into the center, looking to your fingertips. Open your eyes softly. And then reach your hands up. Look up to your hands. Breath in. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Again, breathing in. Welcome to New York. If I could sing, I'd sing it for you. But if I started singing, you would all turn your volume down. Reach up and exhale. Good. Let's take our hands forward. Walk your hands as far forward as you can. If it's not very far, it might be just here. Don't worry. Breathe into this. Feel the breath to the back of the rib cage. Drop the shoulders. Release your jaw. And then slowly walking your hands back. We're going to come into all fours. So make your way onto all fours, bringing your hands directly underneath your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Press into the mat here, feel your shoulder blades separating. Holding here, so we press away from the floor. We're not pinching the shoulder blades together, we're pushing up and away. Nice neutral spine, flat back. Breath in. Holding here, breathe out, hold your shape. Then inhale, look forward, tilt the sit bones up, pull your shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, looking between your own thighs. Again, two more like that. Remember, don't judge yourself, have no expectations. Just enjoy the way it feels in your body. We're not worrying about what shapes we make. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Let's take our right hand further forward. Thread your left arm under. Place your left ear on the mat, your left shoulder on the mat, and press. Press down with your right hand. Make sure you're still breathing in your nose, out of your nose. Inhale, coming back up. Place your left hand forward, thread your right arm under, keep your hips up, reach through. So you're reaching through to me. Press down with your left hand. Good, then coming back up, walk both hands further forward, keep your hips stacked over your knees, head down and press down with your armpits. Rotate the eye of the elbow upward to spread your shoulder blades out. So you feel that stretch across your upper back. Draw the belly in and then tuck in your lower rib cage. Breathe in your nose and out of your nose. Lifting up, walk your hands back. We're going to warm up our wrists a little bit. So we're going to peel the palm of our hand off and then slowly lower it back down. Again, lift and lower. Don't worry if you can't lift it up that high. Just lift and lower. And if that's too hard, then shift a little bit of weight back. If it's really easy, then bring a little bit of weight forward. Let's do 2 more like that. So lift and lower. And then turn your hands out to the side. Same thing, up and down. This is really good, especially if you've been at your desk or your computer all day. Good to get our wrists warmed up before yoga. Keep going. I'm not counting. 1 more. And now we're going to turn our hands to face our knees. So the eye of your elbow is pointing forward. We're going to bend our elbows and peel the palm off. Feel this stretch coming all the way up your hands. And then press your palm back down. 4 more. Lift and lower. Remember keeping the fingers on the floor. And 1 more time. Lift, lower. And then we're going to sit back. You may not be able to move. We're going to try to sit back, keeping the heel of the hand on the mat. Pretty intense stretch here. Keep breathing. And then slowly coming forward, walk your hands forward, toes together, knees apart, sitting back into our first child's pose. Breathe. Ujjayi breath. Wriggle around here. Tailbone to the heels. Lengthening the spine. Crawl your fingertips forward. Keep that breath flowing. Walk both hands to the right side, staying low, stretching forward with your left arm. Feel that amazing stretch all the way down the left side of your body. Keep breathing. Staying low, walk back to center. Walk to your left hand or your left side. Stretch your right arm forward. Feel the stretch all the way down the right side. Walk your hands to center. We're going to lift up onto our knees, tuck the toes. First downward facing dog. Pedal your legs out, bend one, bend the other one. Swivel from side to side if that feels good. Your hamstrings might be tight. You might not be able to straighten your legs at all. Don't worry. Just do your best. Keeping your back straight. Keep your hands flat. Press into your fingertips. Start to straighten your legs as much as you can. And then walk your hands to your feet. Walk your hands to your shins and come into a flat back. Lengthening your spine, your back straight, legs straight. Feel the stretch all the way up the back of your legs. So we're pulling the chest out. Your feet should be apart. We're going to fold forward, bend your legs, hands to the floor. Let the crown of your head point to the floor. Hold your elbows in ragdoll. And gently sway side to side. This is for your hamstrings, but also for your back. Just slowly side to side. Remember Ujjayi breath. In your nose, out of your nose. Release your hands back to the floor. Bend your knees more. Push into your feet and rise all the way up, reaching up your arms. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, lift your arms up. Take your hands behind your back. Resting your hands onto your hip or upper back. Tuck the tailbone, roll the shoulders, lift your chest into your first back bend. Sounds like we're in Scotland. Chin to chest. Let's fold forward, hands to the floor. Half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees as much as you need to get your hands to the floor. Look forward, walk your hands forward, coming into a plank. Let's take our knees down for the first one. We want to draw the belly in, keep your elbows in and lower slowly, chest to the floor. Roll your shoulders back, eye gaze is forward. Make sure you're not hunching your shoulders up, squeeze your butt, lower down. Let's do that again. Inhale, shoulders roll back. And exhale down. Pushing back into child's pose, tailbone to the heels. Holding here for a couple of breaths. Tuck the toes, lifting up and back, downward facing. Walk your hands to your feet, exactly the same as we did before, so you don't have to look at me. Lengthen the spine, half lift. We want a flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend your legs. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Reach up again. Sweeping your arms behind. Tuck the tailbone, lift the chest, shoulders roll back. Chin to chest. This time run your hands down the back of your legs. Wrap your arms behind your knees and pull your chest into your thighs. Again, feeling this hamstring stretch. Hands come to the floor. Walk your hands forward. Holding your plank. Remember before when we're on our fours, we weren't sinking in. Same thing. I want you to press away from the floor. Feel the shoulder blades separate. Knees or toes, lower slowly down to the floor. Shoulders are rolling back. High or low cobra. Chest out. Exhale down. Again, maybe if you're feeling good, you can go a little bit higher. And then slowly down. Pushing back into child's pose. Tailbone to the heels. Holding here, taking a couple of breaths. Make sure you're pulling your belly in, tucking in the lower ribs. And then we make our way back into downward facing dog. This time, we are looking forward. Step your right foot in between your hands. If it doesn't make it, pick it up by the ankle and move it in. Take your right arm up. Reach your right arm up, press down into your left hand, sink the hips down, and then reach back more. Take your right hand back down, left knee down. Untuck the toes, sweep your arms up. Exhale, sinking forward into the hips. Pull your elbows back, lift your chest, look up. Reach your arms up, hands come to the floor. Straightening out the front leg. May not want to straighten, don't worry. Don't judge. Try to lengthen your spine, bring your chest forward, bow your head. Bend that knee, picking up your left knee off the floor. Step back into your plank. Squeeze everything and move forward. Coming down all the way or halfway into upward facing dog or cobra, just like you did before. Downward facing dog. One nice big cleansing breath. Look forward, left foot comes forward. Sinking into the hips here, keep your right leg straight. Press down with your right hand, left arm lifts, reaching up. Use your breathing. Then reach that left hand back more. Left hand to the floor, right knee down. Untuck the toes, sweep your arms up. Sinking forward into the hips. Elbows pull down so we cactus the arms, chest lifts. Reaching up, hands come down to the floor. Straightening out your left leg. You can have your toes up or down, whatever feels good. If your leg is bent, don't worry. Maybe you can hold onto the couch or a chair if you've got something nearby you. Coffee table. Try to lengthen your chest forward. And then bending that front knee. Pick up your right knee off the floor. Hold your plank. So remember the options. Knees can be down or up. You can go all the way down or halfway down. Shoulders aren't hunched up around our ears, and we move into downward facing. Pressing the floor away with our hands like we're trying to drive the mat forward. Look forward, step or walk forward. Try to keep your legs straight. Half lift, hands can be on the floor or on your shins. Then bend your legs and fold. Rising all the way up, breathing in. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Good. Reach up again. Should be getting nice and warm now. I know I am. Hands behind. Tuck the tailbone, roll the shoulders, lift the chest. Chin to chest. Folding forward, hands to the floor. Half lift. Long straight back. Exhale, fold forward. Stepping back into your plank. Same thing, knees or toes. So if you want to drop the knees and go all the way to the floor, just into cobra, that's perfect too. Push back into child's pose. Belly draws up, ribs tuck in, stretch out your fingers. Downward facing dog. Hope you're feeling good. Swivel side to side, pedal the legs out, whatever you need. We're going to take our right leg up. Lift up your right leg. It doesn't have to be that high, just lift it. Now we're going to bring our right knee into our nose. Round your spine and touch your nose with your knee. And then take it back up again. Press the floor away. Again, nose to knee, round your spine. Feel this in your abdominals. Lift up, breathe in. Looking forward, step your right foot in between your hands. Right arm lifts, just like before. Staying low here in the hips. We're going to take our right hand to the inside of our right foot. Left heel down, left arm up. If that's impossible, then you can take your elbow to your thigh and hold here. Otherwise, your hand is on the floor and we are reaching up. Find that breath again. And smile. It's yoga. Warrior 2. Use your leg strength. Rise up. Exhale and sink down. Tuck the tailbone under. Look down your right hand. Make sure your right knee is not collapsing in and you can see your big toe. If you can't see your big toe, pull your knee out. Beautiful. We're going to windmill our hands over. Take your hands either side of your front foot. Stepping back to plank. Remember, push the floor away. Tuck the tailbone. Move forward. Halfway down. Upward facing or cobra. You know what to do. And then into downward facing. Big cleansing breath. Let it go. Left leg is lifting. Breathe in, guys. Knee to nose. Shift forward, round your spine. Inhale, leg up. Again, knee to nose. Touch your nose. And then leg up. Looking forward, left foot comes in. sinking down into your hips. Right hand presses down, left arm up. Sink down here. Make sure that your right leg is straight and you're not sagging down. Push into your right leg. Good job. Take your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Drop down your right heel and reach up your right arm. Remember, your option is to take your elbow to your thigh. Stay low here. Keep breathing. Look wherever it feels most comfortable for your neck. I'm looking at New York. Rising up, use your legs. Come up. Roll the shoulders down. And sink down. Use that deep breath. Look at your left hand. Have a peek at your left knee. Make sure it's out. Tailbone is scooping underneath. Perhaps you can sink slightly lower. And then windmilling the right arm over the top. Take your hands back to the floor. Stepping back into your plank. Your option, your yoga. Only you know how your body is feeling today or tonight. And downward facing. Big cleansing breath. Let it go. Looking forward, walk forward again. Or jump if you want to jump forward. Half lift. And then fold. Rising all the way up. Reaching up and then exhaling, hands to your hearts. Beautiful. Reach up again. How are you going, Libby? Fold forward, hands to the floor. Half lift. Hi, Paige. Fold forward. And step back into your plank. Lowering slowly all the way down. Feeling good, Linda? Shoulders down. And slowly lower. Pushing back. Child's pose. Close your eyes here for a moment. Deep breathing. Downward facing dog. Hold on. How are you feeling, Eduardo? I'm feeling good, thanks. Right leg lifts. Breath in. Keep those hips square this time and your shoulders. Don't worry about how high your leg is. It might be 2 inches off the floor. No one can really see you. It's not play school. Right leg forward. Hold on. Right arm lifts. Breathing in. Opening back. Right hand down to the floor. Just like before. Right hand is coming to the inside. Left heel down. Reaching up. Breathe, guys. Press into your front foot. Float up. So everything should move like water. It should be fluid. Scoop the butt under. I know sometimes that's easier said than done. This time we're going to reach the right arm up and slide your left hand down your left leg. Big lift here, so we feel that stretch from the hip all the way up to the armpit. See if you can sink a little bit deeper into your front leg. And then windmilling your hands back down to the floor. Stepping back into plank. Feel free to lift your right leg as you lower and then come into upward facing and downward facing. One more time. Press the floor away, spread the fingers. Belly in, tailbone lifts, left leg up. Breathe in. Looking forward, left foot comes in. Sink into this. Don't collapse. Don't collapse onto your front leg. Don't rest on it. Right hand presses, left arm up. Press the floor away. So remember, we're pushing away from the floor with that right hand. Left hand is coming to the inside of the left foot. Right heel down. Extended side angle. We open up again, sinking down into the hips. One breath, rise up. Exhale and let it go. Looking to your left fingertips. See if you can sink lower. Drawing the shoulders back, aligning everything over the hip. Left palm turns. Inhale over the top. Slide your right hand down your right leg. I know sometimes it's hard to breathe. And then windmilling both hands back down to the floor. Stepping back, or three-legged dog if you want to dive down. Upward facing. Downward facing. Knees to the floor. And child's pose. Excuse me, take a breath here. Have a rest, have a breather. So you can sigh it out of your mouth. Notice how your body's feeling. Feeling warm, feeling stretched. Starting to get easier to move. So from child's pose, we're going to spread those fingers out. So I want you to press evenly in your hands and then lift up into downward facing. We're going to stretch our hamstrings a little bit more. Look forward to your hands and step your right foot in between. This time we're going to bring the left foot in and angle it out slightly to straighten the front leg. Now if your front leg isn't going to straighten from here, not to worry. We're going to walk our hands up that leg and we are facing forward. So my shoulders are square to the top of my mat and so are my hips. So I'm not opening out to the side. I'm pulling my left hip forward and my eye gaze is slightly forward. So you want to feel this stretch in the back of your right hamstring. So keep drawing that left hip forward. If you have the range, you could take your hands to the floor. You could drop your head. Whatever. As long as you keep those hips facing forward and keep feeling that stretch. Don't overstretch your hamstrings. Believe me, it takes a long time for a hamstring to heal. And we're all going to lift up. Walk your hands up your front leg. And now we're going to take our hands behind our back. Hold your elbows, roll the shoulders back, and then push your chest out. Keep tilting the right sit bone back, so you're turning it upwards towards the ceiling. One more breath here. And then slowly hands to the floor. Bend your front leg, step back to downward facing. Hold it here for a moment and really pay attention to the difference that you feel in the right and left side. What sensations can you feel now in that right leg that you can't feel in your left leg? Observe. Let's do the same thing to the left side. Look at your hands. Step your left foot forward. Bring the right foot in, angle it forward. Straighten your front leg. So either hands to the shin, hands to the floor, right hip draws forward. Good. Shoulders face forward. Option to take your hands down, keep them lifted. Breathe. Whatever thoughts come to you here, just let them float by. Strange times, strange thoughts. Remember, there is only now. Stay present. Stay mindful. Walk your hands up that leg. And we're taking our hands behind our backs. Lift up slightly, shoulders pull down, chest out. Beautiful. Stay with me. Keep breathing. Engage your front leg, draw up the kneecap, squeeze your left thigh. And then we're going to take our hands to the floor, and this time we're going to step our feet together. Bring your feet together. You can have them slightly apart. Half lift. Notice how it feels now compared to how it felt on your first half lift when we began. Bend your legs, fold forward, let it all go. And then push into your feet. Try not to use your back. Push into your feet to come up. Use your legs. And then roll out your shoulders. Just shaking it all out here. Standing, facing forward. We can do one balance pose. So we're going to take our left knee up, a bit tangled up. And our right hand up, left knee to the side. Curl your toes up like you're standing in sand. Good. Squeeze your butt. Now, if you want to, you can hold under. You might be able to straighten out your leg. You might want to put it into your thigh in tree pose. You might want to take hold of your foot and lifting up into hand to big toe. Up to you. Make your way into tree wherever you are. Shoulders down. Soften. Soften your eye gaze. Soften your jaw. And then step down. Relax. Shoulders roll out. Pick up your right knee. Take it to the right side. Left hand lifts. If you're doing the other leg, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. We're doing both exactly the same. And then option again is to straighten it out or take hold. Not to worry if you fall. Try not to lean forward. Try to open everything back. And then come back into your tree, hands to the heart. Finding a little bit of stillness here for a moment. Curl up the toes, squeeze your butt. Shoulders relaxed. Beautiful. Step down. Let it all go. Roll out the shoulders. Coming back to the top of your mat. We're folding forward, hands to the floor. Coming into a squat. I'll face this way. So we're in a squat, our feet together, so the ball of your foot is together and your heel is together as well. Then lifting up, hands to the heart. Tailbone sinking down, lengthen your spine. Then bring your knees back together. We're going to take a seat. Take your hands down. Take a seat on your mat. Shake your legs out. Good. Bending your legs. Feet hip distance apart. We're lifting up into tabletop. So lift up your hips. Squeeze your butt. Feel this stretch in your shoulders. And then slowly come back down. Try it with your hands facing forward. So hands face forward, hips lift again. Squeeze your butt. Feel that stretch. Might feel it in your biceps this time as well. If it doesn't hurt your neck, you can drop your head back and then slowly come back down. Release the hands, roll them out. We're going to do a shoulder stretch here called broken wing pose. So we're taking our feet slightly wider than our hips and the back of your hands are going to your waist like this. And you're going to bring your elbows inside your knees and then squeeze the knees gently together and you will feel this stretch in your shoulders. If you have a shoulder injury and this is not possible, you're just going to go like this and hold one arm across. Especially for you guys with really big shoulders, It's not always possible. So otherwise, we're here like this, we're squeezing, feeling this amazing stretch in the shoulders. We're not judging, remember, we have no expectations. Some days your body will do amazing things, you're so happy, and then some days it doesn't want to do anything. It's hard not to get caught up in that and feel disappointed, but sometimes it's just simple things like you didn't drink enough water the day before, you didn't get enough sleep. Some days I feel 52, some days I feel 51. It's just the way it goes. Release. Take your left foot and tuck it in. We're going to take hold of the outside edge of our right foot and push out. If you can't do that, hold here and pull your knee into your chest. But what we're not doing is this rounding. We're not rounding. We're lifting up. Just like before in our flat back. Shoulders are down, chest out. You can hold with one. You can hold with two. You could hold here if your hamstrings have warmed up enough. You might be able to pull it in and breathe. Looking good. And then slowly down and change sides. So the right foot goes in, taking hold of your left foot. So remember, you can hold behind the knee. And then take your foot if you want. Thank you. Hi, Karen. Long time no see. Miss Charlesworth. And then slowly down. We're going to take our legs out wide. Lengthen your spine. You're the only person that's allowed to call me Rosie, by the way, Kate, because I really hate that. Hands forward. Have I ever told you that? Walk your hands out. Drop the head, reach forward. Now, you might be here because your back and your hamstrings might be way too tight. So if that's you, you're going to grab hold of your knees and press out. Same thing, we're just stretching in here. Good. And then slowly coming up, take both of your knees to the left side. Your left hand is going to reach back further than what you think because we're going to lift the hips up. The right arm is sweeping forward and we're lifting the hips and opening up in the front of the hips. Reach back. It feels good, this pose. It always feels like you look amazing. Possibly not, but no one can see. And then slowly down. And then all we do is windscreen wipe the knees to the other side. So your right hand is going to reach back, further back than what you think, to make room for your hips to be able to lift. The left arm lifts, we press, reach back and look back at your right hand. Hips pushing forward. And then slowly down. Awesome. Shake out your legs, stretch them forward. Slowly rolling down onto your back, knees to the chest. Take your arms out wide, take both knees to your right side. Looking to your left hand. If you want more, straighten out your left foot or your left leg and hold it down. Deep breathing. Coming towards the end here. So we're going to slow it all down. And then knees to chest. Rolling to your left side. And look to your right side. Straightening out your right leg. Try to keep your shoulders on the mat. making your way onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest again, releasing your left leg. Take your right leg up, and again, if it doesn't want to straighten, you just hold behind the knee or support your hamstring. But otherwise, we straighten that leg, pulling it in towards you. Remember your breathing. Then keeping hold of your calf in your right hand, take your right leg to the right. Extend your left arm to the left. So again, we're stretching into the adductors, inner thigh. Bend your knee, hug both knees in. Switching legs, extend your left leg up. Draw it in towards you. One side will be different to the other for sure. Pull it down, use your breathing. Remember not to overstretch. Hold in your left hand, take it to the left side, extend your right arm. Hug your knees in and come into happy baby pose. If that's not for you, then just hold onto your knees. Otherwise, we gently rock side to side. Close your eyes. And then take your feet down to the floor. Extending your legs, bringing your arms by your side. Big breath in, let it go. Lying here for a couple of moments, think about that long exhalation again, like you did before. When we began, we were breathing in slowly and breathing out slowly. Stay there for a few moments. Breathe in and breathe out. You don't have to go anywhere. Stay as you are. Notice how your body feels. Let everything soften as if you're melting into your mat. Now you can stay lying down. Otherwise, if you want to start moving, wriggle your fingers and toes. Stretch out your arms and legs. And hug your knees to your chest. And slowly make your way back up into a seated position. And bringing your hands into your heart center. Thank you so much for being with me tonight, guys. Please remember to be kind, stay kind to each other. If you're not sure, remember this: if you do bad things, you'll feel bad. If you do good things, you'll feel good. That's how you'll know. Namaste. I'll see you all again next Tuesday.